Human rights versus meaningful access. God-given rights versus the American Bar Association and the lawyers. You see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a major problem in the United States, and that is that at the end of your Bill of Rights, at the end of your Constitution, where it tells you about all these rights you have, most Americans didn't read the small print, the fine print, where it tells you that if you're not an expert in the procedural and technical rules of the courts, you don't get any of your rights. The lawyers, the bar associations, have made certain of that. You see, America, your country has been taken over by the lawyers and their hyper technicalities and hyper procedural rules of the courts, which have been engineered and designed, of course, by the barristers, the attorneys, the lawyers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm currently in federal court, and well, make a long story short, I've been doing this a long time, and I've learned this. The lawyers, also known as the judges, have created themselves quite a comfortable little monopoly in the legal industry, and that is that if you don't have the educational background of years of law school, and you don't have the massively complex understandings of the procedural rules of the courts, you don't get any of your rights unless you can, cough up a whole lot of money and go hand it over to a lawyer. And then the lawyers lose all the time too, because the hyper technicalities of the courts, the technical nuances of all the procedural rules are so damned complex and complicated. Most normal human beings can't understand them anyways. And this is the way the government just fucks you out of your rights. You get fucked out of them by the lawyers and the bar associations that, they've designed and engineered all of this for their personal monopoly and wealth-making racketeering, wherein the courts are the sole purview and the sole feeding ground, if you will, for the attorneys. So I've started this group. It's called God-Given Rights versus Meaningful Access, and we'll pick up more of this later. As always, hasta la vista, God bless, and you betcha, we're coming back.